All right. Meanwhile, fresh news break coming in while the Congress has questioned the poll panel deferring the announcement of Gujarat Assembly election dates under the government's pressure. State Chief Minister Vijay Rupani has now come out hitting out against the opposition party of having influenced the poll panel to announce the Gujarat Assembly poll dates in 2012. Rupani said in 2012 Assembly elections, the EC ensured at the behest of the Congress that the model code of conduct was enforced for a record time to prevent CM Modi from working, because of which the state government could not take up development work. The Chief Minister also denied the allegations that the BJP government was interfering with the Election Commission's decision. All right, I'm joined by my colleague Mayuresh Ganpate from Ahmedabad. You know, Mayuresh, there's a bit of a dichotomy in what Vijay Rupani just said a short while ago, because let's just look at it. At one go, if you are accusing the then government in 2012 of influencing the EC, then you're opening yourself also very clearly to allegations which are right now by the Congress that in the case of Gujarat, the BJP government has influenced the EC.
Certainly, Preeti, if you could remember also that during the last press conference, EC did not announce the dates of Gujarat, whether it's a one-phase election or a two-phase. They did go on to announce the dates of Himachal Pradesh. So that's why Congress was making this kind of allegation that BJP is trying to pressurize the EC because they want to inaugurate or they want to announce the lot of schemes. Today also we are expecting that PM Narendra Modi will be in Ahmedabad and he will be attending a function in Gandhinagar where he will be addressing 4 lakh workers of BJP, and there also we are expecting that he will make some kind of announcements keeping the Gujarat polls in mind. So certainly it is kind of a defense coming from CM after Congress level allegation. Back to you, Preeti.
All right, thank you, Mayuresh, for joining us. Because at one end, if Mr. Vijay Rupani is making these allegations that in 2012 the then government influenced the EC, then he's also opening himself up to the same allegations that the government of today could have influenced the EC when it came down to announcing poll dates for Gujarat. Meanwhile, right ahead of the big Gujarat polls, Prime Minister Modi, as pointed out by my colleague Mayuresh, is all set to visit the state today. Well, this will be the Prime Minister's 4th visit in a month to his home state. The Prime Minister is expected to announce a lot of SOPs for the poll-bound state. He will address a massive gathering of BJP workers at a village near Gandhinagar. Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani, BJP President Amit Shah and many other senior party leaders would also be present. The Prime Minister will inaugurate and lay the foundation stones of various projects today. Well, let's just put this in perspective. This is the 4th dash of the Prime Minister to Gujarat in a month. While the opposition claims it to be a sign of panic within the BJP, in poll-bound Gujarat, the ruling party is confident of achieving the 150-seat mark. Which way is the political wind blowing in Gujarat? Here's a ground report.
The battle for Gujarat, seen as a prelude to the 2019 Lok Sabha polls, but above all, a matter of prestige for Prime Minister Modi. Perhaps why BJP and the Prime Minister himself are pulling all strings to ensure its victory run continues in Modi's home state. Since the beginning of this year, Prime Minister Modi has visited Gujarat almost every month. In the past 30 days alone, he has already been to the poll-bound state 3 times. Some say nervous beads of sweat are beginning to appear. His recent visits to Gujarat saw massive SOPs being doled out. Projects worth at least 12,500 crore have been announced in October alone. Foundation stone for 4-laning of Porbandar-Dwarka highway, 6-laning of NH47 between Ahmedabad and Rajkot, the Rajkot Greenfield International Airport, 1 lakh crore worth high-speed Mumbai-Ahmedabad rail project were some of the big-ticket projects set in motion in the last month.
ये आपके आशीर्वाद की बदौलत है कि नई ऊर्जा लेकर के मैं जा रहा हूं और देश के लिए पहले से ज्यादा मेहनत करूंगा।
As though the presence of Gujarat's longest-serving chief minister wasn't enough, BJP roped in other bigwigs like Smriti Irani and Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Even the party's Hindutva poster boy Yogi Adityanath raised the development pitch in Gujarat. So what are the worries for the BJP in their own bastion? Distress among traders hit by GST and demonetization. Partidars likely to support the Congress party. Atrocities on Dalits could work against the BJP. Swelling numbers in Rahul's Vikas Gone Crazy rally. Speaking at Panchayat Aaj Tak, party president Amit Shah reflected on some of these concerns in the state.
तो बहुत सारी चीजों को हमने एड्रेस किया है, मगर जीएसटी कानून आने के बाद एक बार फीडबैक आते आते 1-1.5 महीना 2 महीना होता है, 3 महीने के अंदर ही एक बहुत बड़ी पूरे दिन की मीटिंग, जिसमें अरुण जेटली जी की अध्यक्षता में मीटिंग हुई, हमारे यहाँ के वित्त मंत्री और उप मुख्यमंत्री नितिन भाई भी गए थे। विजय भाई और नितिन भाई ने सारी गुजरात की समस्या को वहां रखा और मुझे कहते हुए आनंद है 80% से ज्यादा समस्याओं को एड्रेस कर लिया गया। बड़ी विनम्रता से भारतीय जनता पार्टी पाटीदार समाज को एड्रेस भी करे, इनके जो मुद्दे थे।
The poll panel putting off announcement of dates for Gujarat elections has led to a fresh duel between BJP and Congress.
The BJP firstly is trying to convert an election commission into an election omission. And that's not my phrase, my copyright. It's what you have, in fact, already noted. A drowning man is desperately clutching at the straw of a constitutional unit called the Election Commission.
With the BJP going all out to retain its stronghold and the Congress showing signs of revival, stage is set for an epic battle in Gujarat. And the big question is, will the Modi magic prevail? Bureau Report, India Today.
So is there a sense of anti-incumbency when it comes down to the state of poll-bound Gujarat, and is the BJP feeling a little nervous about its chances? In effect, the Congress there sensing opportunity. A nervous BJP about its chances in Gujarat? Well, that's one of our leading questions. Will the Modi magic work in his own home state of Gujarat? Will, in the current economic scenario, economic slowdown followed, by demonetization, followed by economic slowdown, is there distress amongst the traders and the business community? Will it hurt the BJP prospects? And does the Congress in all of this sense political opportunity in Gujarat? We've seen the number of times Rahul Gandhi has already visited the poll-bound state. And in all of this, with the Patidar crisis, can the BJP engineer an all-new social coalition before polls, which it is trying to do? Let me bring in our panel. GVL Narasimha Rao, national spokesperson of the BJP, is joining me live this morning. We also have Adil Singh Boparai, spokesperson of the Congress. I want to come to you, GVL, first. Do you reckon there is any form of worry for the BJP at all? You have allegations coming in that it is your party, your government that has influenced the poll panel. There seems to be conjectures that you've changed your election strategy in terms of the number of people that you're sending outsiders there, where Gujarat has always had a very strong regional connect. What's your take, GVL?
No, regarding your first question, I think what Vijay Rupani said, really that's a question that the Congress needs to answer. And also the past election commissioners who served at that time need to tell the people of this country, when the model code of conduct needs to be enforced for 45 days, that is the suggested, that is the guideline. Why was a 79-day period? Why was 79 days announced for MCC, Model Code of Conduct, in 2012? Was it not to prevent Narendra, the then government led by Honorable Prime Minister as Chief Minister? In 2012, we all know, the whole country knows what was the adversarial relationship that the regime in Delhi had with Gandhinagar. And there was attempt to derail governance at every stage. So this is a question that they need to answer.
Right. But Mr. Rao,
why was 79 days taken? Why was governance paralyzed?
Right.
Why was...
But Mr. Rao, before I hand it over to Mr. Boparai, with what Mr. Vijay Rupani said, and you're bringing it up again, I just want to ask you a quick question, sir. By giving out the example of 2012, that the then government influenced the EC, are you also opening yourself to the ambit of that question today?
No, the point is that the present announcement by the Election Commission is in accordance with the election conduct rules and guidelines. So therefore, a wrong that has been done in the past by the Election Commission, possibly motivated by a political establishment in Delhi, has been set right today. What is the violation today? 45-day model code of conduct will still be enforced this time. So you cannot find fault on merit.
All right, Mr.
with the announcement of the Election Commission.
All right,
of the
Mr. Bopara, you want to come in? You want to take that question?
Preeti, the writings on the wall in the BJP stands rattled today. It's quite evident. There is unprecedented anger against the BJP because of the double whammy of GST and demonetization. They've broken the back of every section of society, whether it's farmers, whether it's traders, whether it's the youth, whether it's Dalit, you name it. Now let me just demolish what Mr. Rao has just said. Earlier this year, as far as the Uttar Pradesh election is concerned, the model code of conduct was enforced for more than 70 days. In Maharashtra, in Rajasthan, in Haryana, the model code of conduct was enforced for more than 60 days. This is post 2014. This is a direct rebuttal to what Mr. Rao just said. So what he and Mr. Rupani are saying is specious, and it's unfortunate. Now let's examine the facts as they stand. From 98 onwards, the elections for the state of Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat have been announced simultaneously, except in 2002 and 2003 when the unfortunate riots had taken place under Mr. Modi's leadership in Gujarat. Now the fact of the matter is, why has an extra window been given to the BJP in Gujarat by the Election Commission of India? It's a matter of propriety. And like I earlier said, the model code of conduct during the BJP rule under Mr. Modi has been enforced for more than 60 days in more than 4 state elections. So the argument being advanced by Mr. Rao is factually and legally wrong. And now this is not a question of the Congress or the BJP. This is about the basic structure of our constitution. The Election Commission of India must discharge its role without fear of favor. And the invisible hand seems to be working here.
All right,
Mr.
Rao wants to come in for a rebuttal.
Mr. Rao is concerned, I would urge him to share the Jai Amit Bhai Vikas business model with the rest of the country, so that even
let's not derail Mr. Bopara. Let's stick to the moot point. Let's stick to the moot point. And Mr. Rao, come in. Yes, you wanted to come in for a rebuttal. Yes.
Yeah, you see, the problem with the Congress party is they think if the constitutional institutions work in their favor, they are neutral, and if a decision by them does not suit them, they become partisan, they become biased. I think in the case of Ahmed Patel, a victory that was announced, that was advanced to him because of the decision by the Election Commission,
why was this 45-day period not followed in Maharashtra? It's as simple as this.
Ahmed Patel is favored, Election Commission is neutral. Today they don't find the decision favorable.
Mr. Rao, I'm asking you a very pointed question. Please don't resort.
All right, there's no point. One second. Mr. Bopara, let Mr. Rao finish and we cut across to you.
Uttar Pradesh.
I think please don't
Why was this 45-day period not
Mr.
followed in
Bopara,
Maharashtra?
let Mr. Rao finish. I'll come back to you. Yes, Mr. Rao.
I'd ask him to keep quiet.
Yes, Mr. Rao, complete.
Yeah. So the guideline, I think the guideline of 45 days for model code of conduct must be followed scrupulously. I think, except possibly in national elections, because where they may be stretched for several months. Otherwise, if there are any violations there, I would consider that also wrong. I would certainly consider that wrong. But in a state like UP, where there are 5-phased elections, maybe, and also in national elections, they may have to relax it. But in other cases, there is no justification for having more than 45 days because it cripples functioning of a government. And even relief cannot happen. In Gujarat, there have been floods recently, and the relief activities have been going on according to the guidelines of the Model Code of Conduct.
All right, we have the last 3 minutes on this debate.
Even an ongoing relief cannot be carried on.
All right, we have the last 3 minutes on this debate. Okay, Mr. Bopara, now, let's shift focus. Yes, you feel that there is doubt that the BJP, the government of today, might have influenced the EC. That is what you are saying. You've got an answer there by GVL. But somewhere in all of this, Mr. Bopara, do you sense political opportunity? Do you reckon that you would be able to cash in on what right now is being seen that maybe the BJP is in panic mode?
Well, firstly, Mr. Rao hasn't answered my question. That's quite clear. I mean, the argument being advanced by him is absolutely implausible. It doesn't add up. Number two, there is unprecedented anger. Now, Mr. Modi can go and announce a few more stops in Gujarat, but the people of Gujarat have made up their mind. Mr. Rao, Mr. Rao, please let me complete. Please let me complete. Don't show your RSS sanskar here. Let's have a civil discussion. The people of Gujarat have made up their mind. Now, the BJP can try whatever they want to, but their bogey stands exposed today. And every section of society, Preeti, it's take the farmers, take the traders. You know, the rally earlier this year in Surat was unimaginable. Thousands and thousands of traders in Surat were out in the streets protesting against GST. Take the GDP numbers, for example. Take India's position in the World Hunger Index. Today we're sharing the feat with the 100th position with Rwanda. We're even below North Korea and Iraq. And Mr. Modi still seems to be selling this bogey of Vikas in India. I mean, these are facts. How long can we stay in denial? How long will the BJP stay in denial? The only person who's progressing under the BJP rule is Ahmed Bhai. The rest of the country is floundering.
Is there panic on your account? Can you go ahead with that massive social engineering that you're planning with the Patidar crisis? All of that, do you think it'll happen in time?
Lies of Rahul Gandhi parroted by his spokespersons are not going to change. The hunger index largely belongs to the period. The data belongs to the period.
Mr. Modi has a monopoly on lies, Mr. Rao. Mr. Modi undoubtedly has a monopoly on lies.
Mr. Bopuroy, let him finish. You've had your say. All right, last 1 minute. Yes, Mr. Rao, answer.
Rahul Gandhi's propaganda is not going to work. Yeah, I think we were in panic in Uttar Pradesh because that's what Congress believed and that's what India today also said.
We're below Iraq
we were in panic
North
6 months ago in UP. We won 326 seats. We were in panic in 2014 Lok Sabha elections. We won an outright majority for the BJP itself. Congress party won 2012, 2007, 2002 assembly elections in Gujarat because the ground was very favorable for them. If they want to get a 2012 kind of victory, I think they are possibly
sweep the Nanded municipal election. All this in the past 1 month.
You will get another victory like 2012 in Gujarat or 2007 in Gujarat, or UP like victory you will get in Gujarat.
All right. Let the voters decide.
You will be jolted out of your arrogance and hubris, Mr. Rao.
All right, let the voters decide that. I'm afraid I need to thank my panel right now. Thank you, Mr. Bopuroy. Thank you, Mr. Rao, for joining us.